But now gang membership in New York City is at an all-time high. That's according to multiple law enforcement officials. And the age of the gang members is barely in the double digits. This chart from Vanguard Crime Strategies, LLC, shows the overall structure of gang life in New York City. It looks organized, but it's complex and even chaotic, with shifting alliances and even coalitions between former rivals called ops.
All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No man, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Jeuu with us.
What it do? It's your boy Jeuu, and we out here overreacting for you. More content, more clips. Make sure you like and subscribe. You heard?
Listen, this next video was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers. And, you know, it's hit home for us because we live in New York City. So we see the rise of the YN shenanigans. You know what I mean? And this video is putting a spotlight on it. We're going to play it, come back and give our thoughts on it.
New York City is no stranger to gun violence and gangs in certain neighborhoods, but now police are finding them all over the city, and gang members are getting younger and younger.
Meanwhile, Lisa Evers takes a closer look in a preview of this week's episode of Street Soldiers.
Once upon a time, gangs in New York were mostly found in low-income, high-crime areas, city jails like Rikers Island and state prisons. But now gang membership in New York City is at an all-time high. That's according to multiple law enforcement officials. And the age of the gang members is barely in the double digits. This chart from Vanguard Crime Strategies, LLC, shows the overall structure of gang life in New York City. It looks organized, but it's complex and even chaotic, with shifting alliances and even coalitions between former rivals called ops. In New York City, there are four main nationally affiliated gangs: the Bloods, the Crips, Folk Nation, and the Trinitarios. Under them, there are hundreds of smaller groups called sets or crews. There's no exact census on actual numbers, but law enforcement officials estimate it's in the tens of thousands.
They're putting everything online, or whether they're rapping about their ops, or whether they're kicking over candles, or whether they're actually doing drills. They're doing everything online, and they're documenting and creating their own digital footprint.
We had exclusive access to NYPD Gun Violence Suppression Division takedowns in Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx, where police and prosecutors put alleged trigger pullers in handcuffs. Police say both shooters and their victims are getting younger, and 96% are minorities.
You have to realize that about 65% of our shootings in New York City historically have a gang nexus.
Gang members' digital boasting and posting of crimes and threats leaves a digital fingerprint and a fast track to a conviction, says prominent criminal defense attorney Arthur Aidala, who represents Chef G.
The pictures of you with the guns that you put on your Instagram page, well, we got that. The picture of you doing some kind of rant about something, that's going to come in. Or if at the very least, it's going to be used against you.
Hip-hop community activist Hassan Hocus 4/5 Harris, a former gang member, ignited the internet when he started the Drop My Flag Challenge to encourage young gang members to leave gangs before it's too late. The former member of the notorious Bronx blood set called Sex Money Murder was acquitted in 2012 of conspiracy charges that could have kept him behind bars for life.
Some of them might even look up to me and who I was, not understanding that I come up in the area, wasn't no cameras. Right. Nowadays, you go spin the block, they are rewinding back to when you left your house.
So much to unpack and not enough time. One, I'm not a gang member. I'm not affiliate. So I know it's a little skeptical to have these conversations because, you know, I do know people that's a part of gangs or affiliate, and, you know, even to break down, like, you know, what these gangs were made for and what they mean to certain people, you know, it's changed over the time, what the meanings are, and what did they stand for. And if you know, you know. If you don't, figure it out. But even a lot of this stuff, it's hard to speak on because, you know, a lot of these people are not even really probably even gang affiliated. Some of them just saying what they hear their friends say. Some of them are just, you know, following suit or whatever the case may be. So it makes it more traumatic. But what I would say is a lot of people know that they get younger dudes to do their dirty work because they don't get a lot of time if they do a crime or offense in front. So, you know, even like in most case scenarios, attempted murder, the most a person gets, and this isn't even for adults, kids, or whatever. You know, they try to push them with 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, homicides ain't homicides. People are walking around with masks on all day. You know what I'm saying? After COVID-19 or whatever the case may be, people walk up and down the streets with masks on. You don't know if they're gang affiliated. So it's just all what, okay, your friend, you might be on a video with a friend who might be gang affiliated, but because you with them, you're now gang affiliated because how it looks. So it's so much stuff that's unfair. And I don't know, maybe we should call, you know what I mean, or if anybody know the brother that's from the Bronx that's, you know, doing the cause where, you know, maybe we can have somebody like him to break certain stuff like this down, because I'm not with the YN shenanigans. I don't know the street code or rules or whatever they following by, who they listening to, and you know what needs to change and what should grow. What I could say is that the dangerous acts, the killing, the stabbings, the attacking each other over neighborhoods that we don't own, properties that we don't own, nothing that we, you know, really brings value to our life. And we need to be putting that energy somewhere else to be building a better community, having everybody feel safe. You know, as a civilian, it's dangerous out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think one of the things that stood out to me was how capable we are at organizing. Like, for some reason, we all know how to organize or sub-organize when it's gang activity or violence, but we never apply that organization to things that could actually benefit the community. Like, none of this stuff benefits us. Like, I don't know, like, you know, it's not like these gangs are there to help protect our community against outside violence. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're harming each other. Like, this is not, it's detrimental in every way possible. Yeah. It's not beneficial. I don't understand the need for gangs within our community if it's only there to destroy each other and our women and innocent children. Like, what is the benefit of it? Like, you know, like to feel like you have a community, a home, or I don't know. Like, I really can't explain on that because I am not part of that the hood politics or the gang culture and stuff like that. But I see the violence that it's doing, and I wish more people would stand up because there's too many people on the fence. Like, even when I have conversations with my friends about it, people is on the fence about it. I don't want to say too much because I don't want them to come after me or whatever the case is. And that type of silence is actually probably more dangerous than the gang activity itself, because you understand the harm that it's causing your community, and you would rather, I got homeboys, I can't really say nothing. Like, I live in that neighborhood, I can't really say that. You just as, complicit in being quiet. And when you could really speak out and speak against it, you know what I mean?
But speak against what, bro? Like, you can't just say that without having the idea of that, because there's people walking out in the streets. You want somebody to voice how they feel, and something happens to someone and it leads to nothing.
We got to come together and collectively say something at that point. Or we just gonna be quiet and just let gang activity keep running rampant? Like,
what I'm saying is the law is not making anything better. Like, they're not protecting people in these communities because they rather us off each other in a sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's people that's doing crimes. There's people that they know who did what, but laws protect them if they don't got them red-handed. And, and when you go back to it, a lot of these young people don't have nothing to do. There's no government funding to keep young men out of the young men and young ladies out of the streets. So that's why they run to this thing, and I don't think it's as simple as, yeah, we should voice it and we should work together, but it's not as simple as like just doing it.
I'm not saying it's simple, but if that's the case, then more people should come together collectively and figure out a solution. Like, we can't just keep saying, I don't know what's going to happen. Even if we collectively say, yo, we not listening to drill music no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? We dead all that drill music. Like, it's not getting no play, then you're going to see less artists making drill music. But if they continue to see, drill music, they messing with it, they fucking with it, I'm going to keep making it. Like, we got to make a stand at some point, because if we just keep being quiet, and I'm not saying you got to go to the nearest like crip dude you see, like, yo, chill, yo, you wild, like,
put that flag down.
Yeah, put that like, nah. I'm just saying, like, we need to collectively put our voices together and come up with a solution, because there has to be a root cause to all of this that can be fixed. Like, I don't know whether it's more, 2-parent households, more fathers in the household, more community activism. Like, I don't know what the solution is.
A lot of these people was raised in it. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even believe gang culture was even brought up in New York. I mean, if it was something else. But that was from like a West Coast thing, so they say. You know what I mean? I don't know the real histories of it, but it branched off from a West Coast thing. You know what I mean? So it's dangerous everywhere, though. You know what I'm saying? There's different. Those are probably like the primary gangs that they could sit there and point a finger to, but there's other gangs that people don't even know the names of.
One thing that's very hypocritical and I dislike so much is that we will protest and get up in arms when there's a cop killing.
For sure.
But we witness violence in our own community at the hands of ourselves or people that look like us at a way higher clip. And we will protest. We'll go down to Washington, D.C. We'll do all of this stuff. But yet we have the violence going on and all of this happening within our own communities. And nobody's protesting. Nobody's rioting. Nobody's nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't. It's just very hypocritical. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay. You pointed me the direction that I want to bring back up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I remember we did a reaction. And I don't know if it dropped. But where I said that parents should be held accountable for what their kids are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, do we go back to that where that would enforce parents to get their freaking kids about the streets and stop doing vigilant, demonist type things? You know what I mean? Like, there's kids out here killing. There was a kid recently in Queens who got shot by a 13-year-old. A 13-year-old killed another 13-year-old, bro. Like, now, I'm not saying that people don't happen. These things are happening so much more now. And yeah, we got cameras and we got phones, and that's why it's stories. And I'm not saying it never happened before. But what I'm saying is it's happening. It's so quick to happen. The access to young boys getting weapons and doing these things, and everybody else knowing it, but nobody's doing the right thing, saying, hey, you belong in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So should the parents be held accountable to some degree? If they, especially if they holding them, they know what it is. Like, do we go back to how they doing in New Jersey? The law is that the parents will be given a citation or get arrested for what their child's doing. You said make a stance.
I get that 100%. I'm trying to see if the youth even care enough about, maybe that is the issue. They don't care enough about their own parents, where, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not growing up in two-family households. So I don't know if the father's there, whatever the case is, but I don't see them even having enough respect for their parents to even listen to them. Like, you know what I mean? So you can't hold something accountable that they don't even respect. Like, you know, they're not home most of the time, or they probably not in the cribs most of the time. Maybe that's the issue. They're not in the cribs. Like, you know,
I don't know, man. I think there's parents out there that sit there and like justifying the stupidity that their kids are doing out here.
But how do you now you got to prove that they justifying it? Like, you know,
I could post a video right now of a woman saying she told her son if he gonna be in the streets, he need a gun.
Nah, yeah, that's bad.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
and then another thing is too, I don't condone violence and gang activity, but y'all are actually y'all being really dumb out here. Like, y'all recording everything, y'all living digital footprints, y'all going on the record and saying word for word, bar for bar, how y'all just got the body. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all doing y'all think y'all bragging about it, but y'all leading the DA and the feds right to y'all front door. Like, you know,
lead them to you. I don't even want to tell them a way where they could be more sneakier. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
then they want to be upset, like, oh, y'all using lyrics against us in the court. Like, why y'all rapping about? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are you rapping about catching a body that you literally just caught and then mad because they're using it in the court? Like, why'd you even say it on the track, like, to begin with? Like, you know what I mean? So
sound like you helping them out. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, helping them out. You making it easy. They listening to the track like, this is hard right here. But yeah. Oh, he was over there.
No, I said it sound like you helping them out, telling them stop saying it on the music. Go ahead, say it on
the feds. Like,
both, for sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm part of the problem at this point. Like, yeah.
To my young brothers, man, there's other things. There's you may not have an opportunity right in front of you, but you can make an opportunity happen. Don't give up on life. Don't give up on what you want to be in life. And we all got to stop dreaming to just be basketball players and rappers. There's more things that can bring success in your life. Podcast may not be it, but there's so many other things that I want to do in life to bring value. Find your purpose. And you're not going to find that in a day or two. Everybody wants fast action towards everything. Everybody wants fast cash, fast life, fast everything. No, you got to sit there, think about it, build, know what you want in life, bro. Like, the streets ain't everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much more to live for. And just think about, would you want your kids? Sit there and think about, would you want your kids to go through what you going through? Would you want your kids out in the streets trying to figure it out? That's not the option we should all be taking. You know what I'm saying? Make better decisions, young brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I agree, man. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do y'all think about the gang violence? If y'all live in the New York City tri-state area,
Jersey, crazy too.
Yeah, let us know even where y'all live. If y'all see a uprising in violence, I've seen even in the UK, they got an uprising and stabbings and stuff like that. And
stab you, shank you, bruv.
Yeah, they shank you. They for sure shank you, bro. Like, but we don't even mean to laugh at it. Just whatever. But again, let us know your thoughts on it. What are some solutions? Let's go in the comment section and try to come up with some solutions, man, because this is affecting, it's a cycle, man. It's affecting our people. It's affecting our women. Our women is in return going and glamorizing this lifestyle. It's all a circle and it's all detrimental to our community. And the sooner we could break that, the sooner we could break a lot of just cycles in our community and move forward and progress the way we need to progress instead of moving backwards, man. But let us know your thoughts.
I also want to hear you guys. If we have enough reactions in this comment, we should even go live. I want to hear you guys. We should even go live and have you guys really tap in and tell us what you think of some real solutions. I don't want to hear no shenanigans, and I don't want to hear us defending why it's needed. I want to hear solutions on how we can get better and what does that look like, where we start from. I want to see y'all in the comments. If y'all want this to go live and y'all want to have this, make this a bigger conversation, write that in the comments. If we get 500 comments on it, we talking about it that night, might be. You know what I'm saying? When it's dropped. So let's see how active we want to be about this.
Listen, join the Patreon and cop the merch, man. Dailyrapupcrew.co. And we see you guys on the next one.
Yes, sir.